Hello, everyone, and a very good evening to all of you. Well, first of all, I would like to welcome you all in this live session of Science 2030. My friends, before we get on to what exactly is Science 2030 and what does science talk about and what exactly is the scientific temperament in the child, let me first take you to the journey of understanding, the journey of learning, and the journey of how to integrate things to understand it in a better way. Now, when we talk about the scientific temperament, when we talk about the learning, let us first understand that learning starts with the understanding of the concept. Learning starts by inculcating that concept in every heart and every mind. And that is something where a teacher plays an amazing role in inculcating this kind of understanding in the hearts and minds of children. Now, how do we do that? My friends, we do that with the right methodology. It's not always true that the child is a slow learner. Many times it happens that our methodology is not understood by the child. It's not that every time we feel that maybe a child is not understanding or a child is a slow learner, at times we are not using the right methodologies to implement a concept. Every concept has to be implemented with the right methodologies. And here I take you to the theory of the Zine-Textology, and I will post a link in the comments of my course at International Long-Term Economy, where I have mentioned and explained the different steps of methodologies that a teacher has to do to implement a concept in an effective way. Because my friends, every child is a different kind of learner. Some are visual learners, some are kinesthetic learners, some are rhythmic learners, right? And some just learn it by watching the visual learners, right? So when every child is a different learner, we cannot use one methodologies for 100 children in the class. There has to be different phases, there has to be different steps to implement the concept in the most amazing way we can. Now, what are those steps? I would request you all to read the Zine-Textology and just go through that course, understand that course, and once you understand that course, there are questions on that course which you can actually implement and read about it and understand the child in a better way and implement the concept in the most effective way. Understanding is all about applying it. Once a child understands the concept in the most amazing way, then comes a time where the child has to apply that concept. It's not just about learning, it's not just about reading, it's about applying it. And how does it happen? If you're explaining the child about the environment, it's not about reading about the environment. It's not just about growing a seed in the campus. It's not just about getting lots of plants in the campus. That's not just the learning. The learning is that when the child learns which seed is suitable with which soil, in which part of that land is that seed suitable to be grown, which is that area in the world, what are those countries, which are those cities in the nation where this kind of soil is found, where we can contribute what kind of minerals are to be added in that soil so that we can grow that plant in the most effective way. Just planting a seed is not the application of the concept. The application of the concept starts with the planting of seed, to the soil, to the variety of soil, to the environment supporting the soil, to the climate supporting the soil, and the areas where you can find that particular plant and what contribution can you do. It is the presentation, it is the project that every child has to make, has to create, and also add on their contributions, their innovation to that particular seed that the child is planting. That is what is science all about. When a child understands the concept in a logical way, in a creative way, give a thought to it and apply it, and also the thought, the feeling of responsibility is the major quality of being scientific. To have a scientific temperament in a child, it's important to have a responsible behavior in a child. To have a responsible behavior in a child, we need to make the child understand that this is not just the concept, it is the thought process. हर बच्चा, जब आप किसी बच्चे को कोई कॉन्सेप्ट समझाते हैं तो वो सिर्फ कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं होता, वो एक सोच होती है, वो एक सोच का बीज होता है जो आप हर दिल में, हर जहन में उस पर्टिकुलर वक्त उस बच्चे को देते हैं. When we talk about concepts, when we talk about implementing, when we talk about teaching सिर्फ पढ़ाना नहीं है, टीचिंग एक सोच है. ये एक वो सोच है जो आप हर जहन में और हर एक दिल में बच्चे की वो सीड बोते हैं, where a child actually starts thinking, starts analyzing with logic, with analysis, and also with the approach of responsibility, that this is my concept, this is my vision, this is my thought process, and I have to take it forward with great efficiency, great excellence. When we talk about Science 2030, what do we talk about Science 2030? We talk about Science 2030, where every child does not just know to read, write, and understand. It's about creation, it's about innovation, it's about application, and it's about great learning. When I talk about learning, it's an integrated learning, where a child understands everything right from the seed of the plant to the tip of the tree, to the soil, to the climate, to the lands where you can find, and what creativity, what contribution can a child give to that particular region. And that's what is science all about. We often do this, that when we implement the concept of environment, we make the child, we make the child grow a plant. We plant a seed there, and we feel great because that the child is applying the concept. But that is a part of application of concept. That is the start of application of concept. It is now that start from that seed that you plant starts the project, and then you take it to the whole description of the project, in which variety of soil that seed is grown, which are the countries where that soil is found, and what has been your contribution, your innovation to that particular concept, and the whole thing makes the application of the concept. And that's what is science all about. And that's what is application of the concept is all about. Now, when we see science in the coming years, in 2030, in beyond that, why see science where every heart and mind knows this great skills, knows to apply the concept in the best way, and also know to encourage their scientific temperament. And these are the ways where you encourage the scientific temperament in every child's mind and heart. When Dr. Kalam sir was with his teacher, and उन्होंने एक बार एक परिंदा उड़ता हुआ देखा, एक बर्ड उड़ती हुई देखी, तो कलाम साहब ने अपनी टीचर से पूछा, Kalam sir asked his teacher that how does this bird fly? Just the answer to that question, that how does that bird fly, when the teacher answered that question on what angle that bird flies, what are the things required when a bird fly, and how can that bird sustain a particular flight with particular speed, what is the speed required? Just the answer to that innocent question ignited his mind to become the great scientist of the world. At times, my friends, all the teachers here, when you answer the question, you never know which answer ignites which heart and mind to rise with excellence. So welcome each and every question of the child and try to satisfy them. If you don't know, that's perfectly fine. Say, I will answer you tomorrow. And then the next day, just see to it, read about it, go to the child and answer the child. That's really very important. That is when you're answering that particular question. Answering of a small question inculcates the behavior of responsibility in every child's heart and mind. It's very important that when you are answering a question, it's not just the answer of a question. It's not just that you have satisfied a query. My friend, you have inculcated the behavior of responsibility in every child's heart and mind, where a child feels responsible, that even the answering of a small question is as important as anything else in the world. And when he grows up, and if someone asks him a question, or someone actually wants to get inspired from him, he will not even waste a second to inspire that every mind and heart that he meets, that he interact with, because he will remember that every answer that you have given him when he asked you, that every statement that you have actually helped him understand, that every word that you have supported him with. And that is where a child's heart and mind is ignited with excellence, efficiency and great creativity. And that's what is learning, understanding and excellence is all about. And that's what exactly is science all about. So when I say science, science is about application of the concept. Science is about logic. Science is about thought process. Science is about application of your contribution in a creative and innovative way, and beyond that. And that's what is required when I say innovations, when I say science, when I say logic, when I say understanding. Every child's creativity is ignited by you. Every child's innovation is ignited by you. That every concept that you give a child at the age of 4, at the age of 5, and even beyond that, even if the child is in college and you answer just a small question to that child, you will see the excellence. You will see the great passion, the positivity and the confidence in the child to apply it in the most creative and innovative way they can. I have been leading in an international NASA Space App Challenge 2020, where I got ignited with the amazing projects that the children brought in, the lecturers, the professors brought in, and also the people doing doctorate have brought in. Great creativity, great innovations. Why? Because they understood the concept with the passion of applying it, with the passion of their contribution to make the world the best place they can. And that's what is science all about. So Science 2030, it is our responsibility. My friends, it is not just the responsibility of a teacher, it's the responsibility of every individual in this world, to ignite the young minds and hearts, to ignite every mind and heart with innovations, creativity, love, kindness, justice, and a great feeling of responsibility. When a child has all these qualities in his heart and mind, you find a great leader of the world. You find a passionate heart, a passionate mind to rock the world. I always say, classrooms are not made up of doors, windows, or walls. They are made up of thoughts, ideas, and vision. And that's what is learning all about. So my friends, this is all about Science 2030, where every child knows everything in a great way, in an effective way, and in an efficient way, with the thought in the mind that what did I contribute in this concept? What did I contribute in this research? What did I contribute in this world to make it the best place possible? What did I contribute in this mission of science? What did I contribute in this mission of innovations and creativity to make this world the best place, to make our nation lead with great scientists of the world? This is what is important. So I believe that if I want to see the scientists in 2030, I want to see every heart and mind with that vision that what do I contribute to this world? What do I contribute to this research, to this innovations? How do I contribute to every problem that the nation is facing? This is Science 2030. Science 2030 is what is your contribution to the problems that our nation is facing. We don't need to do that blaming thing that this happened because of this happened because of this problem. No, we are not here to discuss problems. We are here to create solutions. We are here to share solutions so that we can together hold hands and find out great solutions to rise our nation with excellence. I feel proud when as an Indian I gave a theory of multiple intelligences 54, with how we can explore the multiple intelligence in the child, because we are facing the learning crisis where even a third standard child is unable to read and write, is unable to read the sentences. Now this is a problem that our nation is facing. What did I contribute is a question and is something that you should know. What will I be remembered for? And I would like myself to be remembered for my contribution to the education world, my contribution to the problems that our nation is facing, my solutions, so that I can make my nation rise together with excellence, eradicating every problem in the education sector, eradicating every problem that a child is facing in the implementing of the concept. Because the learning starts right from the age of 4. And when the learning starts, innovation starts. When innovation starts, creativity starts. When creativity starts, the nation becomes extremely progressive, and growth in every field you can see a great growth and development with this creativity and with this innovations. So if you want Science 2030 to be amazing, with great people around, with great thought process and great minds around, then my friends, believe in your vision. Believe in discussing solutions, not the problems. Problems has to be understood and solutions have to be discussed. Don't waste your time in discussing the problems. Give your time in discussing on solutions. I will give the link in the comment box on the Zine Textology. Please go to that link, go to that course at International Long-Term Economy and learn about it, understand about it. And the course that I brought this initiative is so that every educator across the world can understand the right methodologies to create real learning, to ignite hearts and minds to excellence. So my friends, this is my logic, this is my understanding of Science 2030, where you apply the concept in the most amazing way, in the most creative way, with just one vision. Vision of logic, vision of understanding, vision of your contribution to this world, vision of creativity, and vision of rising together with excellence. When I win an award, it's a success. But when I help 10 people win the award, it's an achievement. And I believe the great leadership is all about achievements. Rising together with excellence is a leadership of 2030. Is a leadership of science in 2030 when you help hundreds of people with you to rise with excellence, to bring on innovations, to bring on creativity so that we can make the nation grow with great excellence, with great energy and with great passion. That's Science 2030. Any questions, my friends? I'll most welcome to ask. If you want to ask any questions, even about the behavior of the child. Because my friends, to have scientific temperament or to have the vision, it's important to have a great attitude and a great behavior. We need to develop that attitude of responsibility, attitude of focus, attitude of sincerity, and attitude of logic. When we inculcate, and that is inculcated right through the childhood, through the different methodologies, through different games, through different discussions, through different methodologies, and through different things where we inculcate that attitude and the behavior of responsibility, focus, logic, innovation, and also justice. Justice to your passion, justice to your logic, justice to your vision of excellence. Once that attitude is developed, then none of the things can ever stop you to rise with excellence and to achieve what you want to achieve in life. So this is what is Science 2030. I always in this I would love to share a quote in this that जुनू के हद से गुजरने का हौसला मेरा, जुनू की हद से गुजरने का हौसला मेरा, बहुत करीब मेरी मंजिल के मुझे ले आया. When you have that positive attitude, that passion, that kindness, you are a great leader. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve, but you need to have the great positivity, the love and kindness at your heart, the justice at your heart to help each and everyone rise with excellence. When your team rise with excellence, that's where you get the actual achievement. You get the actual satisfaction of achievement. When I see 100 people around me rising with excellence, that's what makes me the most, I feel so satisfied and I feel so happiest on the day when I see hundreds of children get rising with excellence. When in the recent lead NASA Space App Challenge, when I saw 190 Indian children, Indian teachers, Indian doctorate students rising with excellence at NASA Forum, I felt I did something. I felt great success. I felt the satisfaction. I felt the positivity of at another level to see so many students, our country, rising with excellence at that prestigious forum of NASA. So now, to have a great career in 2030, everyone, I mean, if you, let me give you an example. If there's an engineer, okay, doing electrical engineering or whatever field the student is in, now he has to learn what are the aspects in the future that are required. If there is something related to health industry, if there's demand of health industry, then along with the electrical engineering, he need to understand and learn the skill of also, IT in health industry, IT skills in health industry, or whichever way he can, or a child can. So it's very important that when you are understanding anything, you want to have your future secure. You don't need to say, "Arey, I'm doing electrical engineering. Now the demand is of this. How can I cope up with it?" No. Once you delete if and but from your dictionary, you rise with excellence. What if you don't have that expertise? That is a demand. You can always have it. Learning is a forever thing. I mean, you can learn every moment. You can learn anything ever you want. So you can learn that skill. There is no age bar in learning. So you can learn that skill and you can just rise beyond excellence with it. So that's what is it. Okay? That's what is Science 2030. So my friends, if you have any questions, I'm there for you. Yes, any questions there? Anyone wants to know? Even, a small example I'll give you that how the behavior is formed. I was a principal of a school, and I'm telling you one experience of mine on behavior, how behavior is formed, or created. A child, I was going on rounds, and I was the youngest principal, and I was just going on the round in high school class, in the 10th class, and I just heard someone saying beautiful. Okay, so I kind of knew which child said this, and when I turned, the child put his head down so that I do not hear it. I went back in that class, and I said, take out your notebooks. Everyone, come on, take out your notebooks and write an essay on being beautiful. I told everyone to write an essay on being beautiful. And I saw amazing essays on that. That mischievous activity was transformed into some creativity. That mischievous activity of, prompting beautiful or saying something was channelized into a transformational thing, into a creative thing, and I got beautiful essays on it. So my friends, at times you need to create the behavior of the child, channelize the behavior of the child in the most amazing ways you can, right? Through creative ways you can, through your thought process, through your creative logic in it, the creative learning in it, right? Yes, anything else? Okay, so as I can see, okay, thank you very much. Anything else you want to know about Science 2030? For me, Science 2030 is all about innovations and creativity in a way that what has been your contribution to the solutions of the problems that our country is facing. Start from your home. Once you start from your home, that's where innovation starts. So every learning starts from your home, from your creativity, from finding solutions at home and beyond. Solutions from home and across the world. That's what is innovation and creativity is all about. Thank you very much, everyone, and I had a great time with you all. It's always amazing, and thanks to all the dignitaries of Charles Walter Society for Innovations and Research. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to interact with you all. Stay blessed, stay safe. It was lovely interacting. Lots of love and blessings, and take very good care of yourselves. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, I can wait for another 2 minutes. Since I cannot see the questions. All right. Thank you very much. Take very good care. See you soon then.